Pedersen has compared Trevor Lawrence to some of the greats in the past. He says, and I quote, "He is just one of those guys." But he never put a name of one of those guys. So fact or crap, Trevor Lawrence is a top quarterback in the NFL. So when we look at Trevor Lawrence's career over the last, I think he's entering his third year in the NFL. Me and Combs sat here on the show saying, or I said that if Urban Meyer is the coach for Trevor Lawrence moving forward past year one, he will be a bust in the NFL. And everything added up that Trevor Lawrence was heading down a wrong path. Luckily for Trevor Lawrence, Urban Meyer decided to kick a kicker, and the kicker cook took, he's like, whoa, man, don't disrespect me. And Urban Meyer got kicked out of town. And now arguably one of the third or fourth greatest offensive minds in Doug Pederson is now in Jacksonville. Now, I am not buying the hype of Trevor Lawrence as of right now. I do think he is a good quarterback. I don't think he is going to be a bust anymore. I think he is going to have a nice, long Dan Marino type of year, or not year, but career. So when Doug Pederson says he is just one of those guys and compare them to great quarterbacks of the past, I read that article 5 times. I can never see him putting a name on it. So with that being said, I gotta go crap, because if you do not put a name of a guy you are comparing to of the past, right? Are you comparing him to John Elway that led the Broncos to back-to-back Super Bowls? Or are you going to compare him to Dan Marino that led the Miami Dolphins to a Super Bowl, but then could never get back to the playoffs ever again? Great stats, great career on the numbers wise, but just could never get over that hump, right? So this is a crap. I do not think Trevor Lawrence is going to be a top quarterback in the NFL. The NFL right now is just so loaded with quarterbacks, and I'm not trying to knock the guy by any means, but to be a top quarterback, you have to be in the top 10, and his peers alone put him at number 14, Hoffy. And I have to tend to agree that I think 14 is right where he is in middle of the road quarterback, middle of the road pack. That's no knock on him, because everything is so top heavy with Tua, Hurts, and Dak, and Mahomes, and Burrow.